What up, YouTube? It's Casper. Today we're gonna be talking about the TV show Velma, so let's get straight to it. I've been hearing a lot of stuff just basically on Twitter. Views are just absolutely terrible for this. Here they go trying to make an old school classic and remake it again. There's 10 episodes in Velma. Only got to the first 2, so in this video I'm gonna be talking about the first 2 episodes. Hopefully we'll get to the other episodes as well. They messed up with this TV show. Basically, long story short, they messed up. This TV show is the background and perspective of Velma. First episode, they try to crack a lot of jokes. I would say that they're trying to make you laugh. Like, there's a lot of, from the first 2 episodes, they were putting out jokes there that were trying to make me laugh. Hearing at the jokes, I'm like, are they supposed to make me laugh with that? Big fail. Velma is played by Mindy Kaling. Fred is Glenn Howerton. Finding out that Shaggy is not the original Shaggy. Shaggy is not the ginger looking shaggy white dude. He's actually black. He has short hair. He's against drugs. Crush on Velma. Not only does he have a crush on Velma, he doesn't have his partner in crime, Scooby. Insane. And I think he's vegan. His name is not even Shaggy. His name is Norville. Supposedly in the old ones, Norville was the original Shaggy name, but if anyone knows more about that, let me know. Norville is played by Sam Richardson. Daphne is played by Constance Wu. So to start it off, I couldn't even tell who was who, to be honest, because I'm so used to seeing the classic. And then when I finally found out Daphne, who was Daphne, and then who was Velma, it took me a minute to just catch who it was. Daphne is some female who, the hotshot, the good looking female who's popular, introduced us in the woman's locker room. Creep comes, and that creep is Velma. Dude, Velma's introduction was weird. Velma seems like, dude, like no one likes you because you seem like you're a douche. The background story in the first episode, so messy. It was not good at all. How they introduced Velma and Daphne in the beginning was very off. It was weird. Nothing funny with their jokes. Daphne and Velma had beef in the beginning. I was like, bro, why are they so focused on beef? In the old school Scooby-Doo, like, Velma and Daphne would get in, you know, beef, but it will be a scene and then it moves on to the next scene. But that one scene has just stayed there. Like, they got mad at that scene and then it just continues on. This kept stacking it on top of each other. Velma is accused of murdering a classmate. She has 24 hours to figure out who the real killer is. She has hallucinations, so she's going through stuff. That was weird as well. First episode, you saw like someone's leg get cut off. Reminded me of like some Family Guy and also with like some Happy Tree Friends. In my opinion, it's not working out for this TV show at all. They're already forcing you to laugh. They're already forcing you to like these characters. They're forcing you to get involved in their background. Like, it's too much force, to be honest. It all seems very forced. So the kills don't make sense in here. It works for a Family Guy. It works for Happy Tree Friends, but it does not work for this. How they introduced Fred, man, that was ridiculous. Man, I cannot believe that. Fred is a big little kid. Everyone's like becoming an adult, but Fred is taking a very long time to mature, so he's pampered and spoiled, has an attitude, and he has like rich people vibe because he was brought up from a rich family. How they introduced Fred was terrible. It was a straight no for me. So Velma's dad is a lawyer. That was weird as well. And Velma's mom went missing, so Velma didn't want to go back to like solving mysteries because she gets hallucinations, and the hallucinations mess with her to like not solve mysteries. She figures out what happens to her mom on some awkwardness. Velma's dad ends up having like a maid slash girlfriend there. You know, that was an awkward introduction as well. Voice and the lines are all terrible. It's, the writing is so ass. And the fact that we're getting introduced to all these characters, and then the fact that we know that Scooby's not in there, makes it even worse. Episode 1 for me gets an easy One Piece. Ruined a crazy opportunity, and there's many scenes in that first episode that they could have played Shaggy with a blunt or a joint. This is like mature jokes and a mature audience. There's no ways for teens. But if it's hitting the mature audience, they ruined a great opportunity. Many opportunities they missed out on here. Episode 2 is the continuation of Velma trying to continue on solving these mysteries. Like I said for episode 1, a lot of these jokes are straight up forced. And episode 2 was definitely the only episode, well, I only got to the second one, but episode 2 made me laugh in the beginning when Fred's dad says a funny joke when Fred's getting to the cop car and clothes falls off. He ends up saying a funny joke about that, and that was was like the only funny part. This episode is more focused on Daphne and Velma, and out that Velma didn't even need those glasses that she was wearing. That was her mom's. Now we're seeing that Velma is not even blind, so it's just a look. So I'm like, bro, where are they going with this? More forced jokes, more of Shaggy trying to get at Velma, and Velma's just saying like, make me laugh so these hallucinations go away. That's so random. There's no straight direction. The direction should be solving mysteries, and what it is just trying to put extra topics around these characters that don't need to be needed. The lines are terrible. The only funny line was that Fred and Dad scene that I told you about. Fred, the more you saw him, that he's a little big kid, he's very spoiled. In this episode right here, he gets taken to court, gets to a breaking point, and then ends up literally admitting that he killed those people. As well, you end up seeing Daphne and Velma get closer somehow. Velma is trying to get her mom's record from Daphne. Daphne is being very weird. Give you these files for $500, and they're making Shaggy do weird stuff by like almost selling his kidney at one point, trying to make money to give to Velma so he can get a date with her. They're making Shaggy into a crazy simp. You don't see no munchies, no chiefing at all, like no blunt, no joint rolling. Later in the scene, you see Velma and Daphne make out in front of the house, and then you see Shaggy upset because this dude with another corny line says he can't even be himself to get a girl. Like, dude, come on. Like, it's the direction is very terrible. Like the beginning scene of episode 2, that was the only funny part. Fred's dad cracked a joke, and that's the only thing that I can think of that's good. Episode 2, easy One Piece as well. If there's any way to give a 0.5, I would give a 0.5. This gave me the vibe somewhere low-key in any city, knows how to draw, created this stuff, and this is the show that we got. Somehow got picked up by someone over there. I don't know how. Both of these episodes that I've seen, both getting a straight One Piece. I have yet to see episode 3. Definitely on the watch list. Hopefully we can update you on what's been going on. I didn't want to spoil too much of everything, but basically what I'm talking about is how I felt from the first 2 episodes. To start off the year, Velma's the worst things that I have seen. I don't know how it's gonna get any worse from this. My brother Frothizzle Reviews is gonna get on this as well. He's gonna give his opinion on it. I'm gonna link his video in the description below so you guys can check it out. He gets more into detail and he gives his opinion, so check that out as well. That's my review for the 2 episodes that I saw for Velma. Shout out to you guys for tuning in for the video, and we'll see you guys on the next one.